Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist in the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Mahoka Koko Norotose, aka the Irregular Magic High School, episode 12. Alright, this one starts off with Leo pretty much practicing with that sword that Tatsuya gave him, and it turns out that the reason it has that crack in it is because it can separate. It can essentially separate into and extend itself in a straight line wherever the rest of the sword is. Alright, and yeah, there was some technical talk about it, but nah, I don't really care. Don't worry about it. There was some more technical talk in the light novels about like visual terminal devices and stuff. Okay, alright, if they come up again later, then alright. But right now, I just don't care about them because they haven't shown up again yet. So who cares? Um, but yeah, so I actually enjoyed the scene though because of the action with Leo fighting those straw dummies. So that was that was actually pretty cool. It's Madhouse, you know. Madhouse is very good with their animation. Um, and yeah, after that we go to the next day, battle board with Mari, and she ends up having an incident where this girl from Seventh High ends up colliding with her. All right, and this happened because, well, for a couple reasons. One, because someone interfered and manipulated the water surface where Mari was, and because someone tampered with this girl from Seventh High's CAD, her CAD, and switched her activation sequence. So when she went to decelerate, she ended up accelerating instead, and she crashed into Mari, and the two of them crashed through a barricade. Now, things could have been worse if Mari hadn't done what she did. She tried to help the girl out, and because of that, she is still a magician right now, and she didn't have critical injuries. However, it cost Mari because now she has broken ribs, and she is out for the rest of the competition. All right. Um, it probably actually could have been worse for her too, but luckily Tatsu was there. He pulled a Sakura Haruno, and he pretty much just walked in and told the doctors what to do. So, yeah, so it's unfortunate for Mari because she's awesome. She didn't deserve that, but you know, that she's out now, and she was also going to be in Mirage Bat for the official event. But now that she can't do that, they need someone else to replace her, and they end up calling Miyuki and Tatsuya up. By them, I mean Jumonji, Mayumi, Mari, Suzune. They call Miyuki and Tatsuya up and say that because the official events are worth more than the rookie events, they want to pull Miyuki from the rookie Mirage Bat and put her in the official Mirage Bat with the second years and the third years, okay, which is, listen, Miyuki is good and all, but you know who else is good? Third years. They're good too. All right. So I mean, look at Mari. She's not from the 10 Master Clans, but look at her. She's on the same level as them. So you know that these 30 years don't play, man. They don't mess around. All right. So this is going to be tough, and Yuki's trying to tell him like, dude, no, this is ridiculous. Isn't there someone else who could do it? But Tatsuya ends up doing it, convincing her. It was funny. I mentioned in my reaction that Miyuki did the same thing to Tatsuya not too long ago, where she kind of made him say yes, and now Tatsuya's doing the same thing and making her say yes. So that was interesting. Um, but I'm actually kind of getting ahead of myself now. Before this, we see a scene with Tatsuya talking with Miyuki, Kanon, Isori, and he's talking about the fact that this was a third-party magic. This was someone's doing because they manipulated the water surface. And he looks at the facts that they have all the security, all these magicians around who can locate people using magic and counter that magic. All right, but they also have cameras to locate people using magic as well. So they have all this security to prevent it. Therefore, the only way someone could have actually pulled this off is if they were under the water. However, they still should have been sensed by someone, like Tatsuya or Mayumi, right? But they weren't, and the only way that could be possible is if it was a spirit, okay? And that's what Tatsuya assumes. That's why he calls in Mizuki and Mikihiko, because Mizuki has her eyes, and she can see the particles that are actually being released by the spirits, and Mikihiko, being a spirit expert, would be able to tell us whether or not this is possible. And he does say, yeah, this is possible, but he also ends up saying that that alone wouldn't be enough to cause that incident, and that's when Tatsuya says, well, maybe it wasn't just that, maybe it was the girl's CAD that was tampered with as well. Because let's be honest, if you accelerate instead of decelerate, that's a little bit of a rookie mistake. Like for someone who's been selected for the official event in the nine schools competition, who was neck and neck with Mari the year before as well. Like that's too much of a rookie mistake for her to make. All right, so he believes that her CAD was tampered with. All right, and he says that the highest possibility is that it was tampered with by one of the tournament committee members. Um, he says there's one moment where all the CADs are not looked after by the schools themselves, and the committee actually has them, which I would assume, because I don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is it, I don't really remember though. But using common sense, there there are limitations to the CADs you can use. Like there are specific guidelines and specifications that they have to have. Therefore, I would assume it's an inspection of some sort, and that's when they're doing it. All right. So that's what Tatsuya's idea is. He doesn't know how they're being tampered with, though. He knows that the end result is the activation sequences of acceleration and deceleration being switched with each other, but he doesn't know how exactly they went about doing that. So, yeah. Um, yeah, that was that was it for that scene. Mizuki didn't really do much because at the time she had her glass when the battle board was actually happening and the whole thing actually happened. Mizuki had her glasses on, so she couldn't see any pushy-ons or any other particles that were being released. So that's why they just cut that little mini scene out, which I don't blame them for. Well, no, because you would wonder why Mizuki was there. She wasn't going to do anything, but whatever. It's the reason she didn't do anything is because she couldn't see what happened because her glasses were on at the time. Right now, after this, Tatsuya he's talking with Honoka. All right, Honika's awesome. I just love seeing her and the way she interacts with Tatsuya because she's just so adorable. Like it's just nice seeing her. Um, and one thing I do wish they had added in here was the explanation of Honoka's situation, because if you recall from a few episodes ago, a few reviews ago, I mentioned that I mentioned the test scores that the first years had, and Honoka among the girls in the first year class, she's the third best when it comes to practical skills, and overall for the first years in general, she's fourth best. Murasaki's the only guy in there in the top three. So she is incredibly skilled. However, when it comes to the events of the nine schools competition, there's not one event that she excels at. Excuse me. So she's so skilled that you can't not have her in the competition, but she just doesn't excel at any one specific event. So they were having trouble finding events to put her in. And in the end, they decided on battle board and crowd ball. But then they decided to switch so that she was doing battle board and mirage bat because she wanted to do mirage bat instead of crowd ball. So um, then Miyuki was saying like, yeah, it's okay. All the first years were like, yeah, go ahead and let her do it. So they did. Um, but I just thought they should have mentioned her situation. That way we can kind of understand why it is she's been so nervous the entire time and everything like that, and why she wants support from Tatsuya, other than the fact that she's kind of she kind of has feelings for him, obviously. But yeah, I just thought it would have been helpful to know that. Um, but after that scene with Honoka, we see Tatsuya working with Shizuku. All right, and she kind of just tries to recruit him for her dad's company. Um, I'll tell you right now, Shizuku isn't a member. The Kitayama family is not a member of the Ten Master Clans. They're not even a member of the 100 Families. Her dad's just really freaking rich. So, and and Shizuku wants him to work for her, but Tatsu's like, no, I can't do anything until I get my license. So she just gives up for now. She'll probably ask him again later, but for now she's giving up. Um, but that kind of introduces you to the type of family Shizuku has, and that they're kind of wealthy, kind of. Um, and it lets you know that Shizuku acknowledges Tatsuya's skill and wants better for him than what he has now. Um, so yeah, she doesn't care about him the same way that Honoka does, but she does care about him as a friend. So yeah, that was cool to see. But after this speed, shooting starts, and Shizuku just completely dominates. I mean, all she literally has to do is pull the trigger. That's all she has to do because Tatsuya ended up coming up with this magic called Active Air Mine. Right, and what it does is there's this zone where where you're allowed to shoot. Essentially, there's this cube, and that's the only place you're allowed to destroy the things that shoot out. And Shizuku ends up creating another zone inside of that zone where all she has to do is give the coordinates of one of the corners, and whenever one of the discs gets into that corner, she just gives that coordinate, and then a vibration wave magic or something like that will be used, and the thing will be destroyed. However, because of the scale of the vibration type magic, because of the scale of active air mine, it literally doesn't matter which coordinate she inputs into the magic. Doesn't matter which corner she aims for. The scale of the magic is big enough where even if the disc is up here and she aims for down here, it's still gonna hit and it's still gonna destroy it. So it doesn't. So she can literally just put in the same coordinate each time and still destroy any disc that comes in there. All right, and that's what she does. So literally, all she has to do is pull the trigger, and that's all she has to do. So yeah, she does that, and she gets a perfect score. All right, so yeah, that's a Tatsuya Shiba original spell, and it was pretty legit. It was pretty legit. Um, and we see Shizuku talking with Tatsuya after the round is over, and she's pretty much just resolving herself to win the next round as well, and just to win in general. And I like these scenes because, like I mentioned a while ago, the anime was taking out a lot of scenes that had Shizuku and Honoka in it, so you weren't really getting a chance to, you know, see what they're like and see what their personalities are, see who they are as people. And now we're really starting to get more of that now that the competition started. So that's why I like these scenes. But yeah, that's it, you guys. my shortest review ever with the Irregular Magic High School. And I'll put my reaction up after this. My reaction will probably be pretty short too because I was eating hot sausage when I was watching watching the episode. And, hey, I when you're hungry, you're hungry. Okay, I couldn't wait. I had to eat. So hey, what do you want me to do? I was hungry. All right, but yeah, I'll put my reaction up after this. But as for this episode, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Um, it was enjoyable, but it was kind of not much happened. I enjoyed it, but not much happened. So I'll just give this episode a 7 out of 10, and that's that, you guys. I'll put my live reaction up after this. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. There it is. It's so cool. Yo! Dang. Oh, Tatsuya. Mm. These freaking no-head dragon dudes, man. No-head dragon, man. Obviously, they're not that good. Obviously, they don't work very well. Good choice. Those are two good choices, man. That's what I was thinking. Someone who should have been able to sense them, especially Tatsuya or Miami or someone. Oh, yeah. That makes sense too. That was what I was about to say. It wasn't really eating. Yep. No head dragon, man, I'm telling you. The episode's already halfway over, dang. Oh, yes. Oh, I know what this is, yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, no, I can't wait. Can't wait till they do it. Mhm. So now he's doing the reverse. She did it to him before, but she kind of forced him to say yes. Now he's doing it to her. Yeah, don't worry, her. Hanukkah is adorable. Worked for her family, which means that she has a pretty good family. I said this a long time ago, but there aren't many people who, in this story, in the main group, you would consider to have a normal life. Whether it be themselves or their families. So, yeah. Susan A doesn't care at all. Hmm. That's because he's good. Oh, he'll be servicing them. Yo, Shizuki's so good. She's so good. Huh? You know, it doesn't really matter that much anyway, so just whatever. I'll just watch, see what the result is. Okay, that's what the result is. Okay, cool. Active air mine. Oh, Shiba original. Finally seeing some personality from Shizuki. They're finally getting her developed. So, pretty much a similar episode to last week. They're going through the beginning stages of the nine schools competition, um, which we do have to get through. So, yeah, well, we just have to get through it. But when we get to the later parts, it's awesomeness. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I say it every week, but don't look forward to it. And yeah, that's it, you guys. See you guys next time.